everybody. So, regulating crypto could create American super apps. Much of Chinese society has come to depend on so-called super apps like WeWatch to do multiple tasks, from making a medical appointment to hailing a taxi to getting a loan, all on one platform. But such one-stop shops have not taken off in the United States. Now the time may finally be ripe, and the best contenders for super apps come from the fintech world, especially those platforms dedicated to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is quickly growing in popularity amid sky-high equity prices, record low interest rates, and fear of inflation on the horizon, and they could perhaps gain more legitimacy if the US government decides to fully regulate them, a topic Congress is currently exploring. Dedicated crypto platforms like Coinbase or even PayPal, Venmo and Stripe, which recently added abilities to use crypto for payments, could evolve into US versions of super apps, assuming crypto issues can work with regulators to find a middle ground between protecting the consumer and creating new financial and investment opportunities. If consumers see crypto as secure and legitimate and easy to use, it could become the base of super apps. Expanding these crypto and payment apps to integrate with other apps and services would make many diverse tasks more convenient. The bottom line is that people are thinking about finance not just when they go to the bank, if they even have access to a bank, but when they shop, vacation, or pay for a medical visit, and such apps would help deliver the financial services they need in a personalized manner. Integrating crypto payments into other tasks would also go along in democratizing the world's finance and move money, giving underserved communities and those with no credit histories uh, who struggle to open credit cards or get loans more access to financial services. The rise of super apps. WeChat started out as a messaging app in China in 2011, but by 2013 it also functioned as a payment platform and soon offered many other services like shopping, food delivery, and taxi hailing. Now it offers more than a million different services, mainly though many apps that businesses develop to work with WeChat. Alipay, which also has more than a billion users, is similar. These two apps have been credited over the last decade with converting China from a cash-only economy to one heavily reliant on digital payments, skipping other in the intermediary phase of debit and credit cards. The concept has also become popular in Indonesia and elsewhere in the region. The fact that they involve financial services, including payment option, is a key and the common thread that runs though many of the super app services. But while use has exploded in the United States and Europe, big tech players like Apple, Facebook, and Google have added payment services, and several payment apps like Venmo and Square have become more popular. Super apps have not yet emerged. This is partly because of data privacy regulations. Privacy laws in the United States and especially in Europe limit data shared between apps, making it harder to create an ecosystem where many apps can automatically integrate into super apps like AnyPay. It also stems from the United States having had a well-developed internet ecosystem with popular social media sites like Facebook and payment sites like PayPal existing before uh, the rise of smartphones, which resulted in each of these platforms launching separate apps rather than one app offering multiple services. Compare that with China, where much of the internet was mobile first, arising only after the advent of smartphones. The United States market has long been used to separate platforms for separate tasks, but many analysts point to apps and tech companies adding more services like TikTok adding shopping, Snapchat integrating mini apps for games, or Apple entering the payment space and say that super apps will eventually emerge in the United States, or at least bigger apps that can do more things, adding more services to any one app and finding a way to keep users on it. It's also a way around privacy regulations that prevent one app from knowing what its users do on another app. Uh, Minute. Okay, so apps are clearly on track to get bigger and more comprehensive, even though it is unlikely the United States would end up with only one or two dominant ones as seen in Asian markets. The rise of DAO. Meanwhile, cryptocurrency developed alongside payments apps and super apps over the last decade. What started out as an one product, Bitcoin has developed into an entire peer-to-peer financial system known as DeFi, with several currencies including Ethereum and Dogecoin, allowing users to invest, trade, spend, and learn to own money. But despite its surge in popularity, especially during the economic uncertainty posed by the COVID pandemic and more traditional financial institutions starting to offer some crypto related services, it remains outside the mainstream financial system and sector, with many experts saying it poses high risk. Crypto issuers have also long resisted regulation as that would go against their goal of having a decentralized financial product. But now things are starting to change with some crypto platforms expressing interest in following regulations. For example, Coinbase dropped a plan to offer an interest-earning product which would have allowed users to earn interest on coins loaned out to others. After the United States Securities and Exchange Commission failed to offer guidance on it and threatened to sue Coinbase if I released it in fact crypto issuers are realizing that some regulation will give their product more legitimacy and allow more people to use it for more purposes. This comes as new crypto products hit the market recently, including stable coins which track the value of traditional currencies. Regulations of crypto, an idea that says Chairman Gary Gensler, and he said he supports along with some in Congress and some in the crypto industry, could indeed be on the horizon. Okay guys, it's all for now. Today we talked about regulation, crypto could create American super apps. See you in my next videos.